Hello guys and welcome back. My name is Kazem Moridi, and in this video I'm planning to show some stuff about functions. In the past we learned that the functions has parameters, but in this video we're going to dive deep in the functions parameter. So let me show you some functions. For example, we learned that we can create function like the first the data return time, then the name, parentheses, and the name of functions, name a parameter, and as a result we can printing, for example, a plus b, and we can call this function over the main code by using its name and the opening and closing parameter. If I run this code, you will see, let me, for I forgot to add the name, I forgot to add the parameter. If I run this code, you will see that the result 11 would be shown over the console, and this is called positional arguments and positional parameter, which means that it doesn't matter, the position is really matters, because if you change the position, the result may change unexpectedly. But right now, because both of them both do the same job, it doesn't matter at all. But if I change this to another thing, for example, let me change it, for example, print info, okay, which take, for example, a name and age, okay, and return print his name is, okay, name, and his age is age, okay. And if I if I actually uh, call this over here and name pass Kazem as its name, and for example 23 as its age, and if I run it over here, you will see that the result would be shown over here. And because of that, okay, if I change this to a soft together, for example, if I add change it to 23 and the second one to Kazem, you will see that his name is 23 and his age is Kazem, which is completely wrong in the sense. So in order to avoid these problems, we have used, or better, Dart developers created the name parameters, which means we can add named, for example, uh, to it parameter. So in order to do that, first we surrounded this thing to brackets, and we need to we need to add required to it, required, okay, and for this also required. So because you haven't actually read about required before, this is means that the users or the person who the developer who wants to use this print info function must, they must actually provide a parameter named name or a parameter named age. So you need to be careful that. And when we actually trying to use them, you can directly age, for example 23, or name, cause them. So because of that, the position doesn't matter anymore, so we can easily use it for ourselves. Doesn't matter how we actually position it. For example, I want to first specify the name and then specify the age, or completely opposite. Sometimes, for example, we want to specify some stuff outside. For example, let me remove this part. Okay, remove this part again. Let me remove that. Okay, sorry. Let me change it something like this. If I want, for example, let me add a new function, new parameter called gender. Okay, I want to set gender some default value. Okay, if I want to use, for example, gender, I need to add, for example, man or male, sorry, to this print info. Info, as you see. So sometimes I want to avoid this problem. I do not need to, I don't want to specify male for each time I use this function, because most of the time, for example, um, it should return, it should, most of the time, the input is male. So in order to avoid this problem, we could use default keyword. So first I need to surround it with this symbol, and then equal sign, for example, adding male. And because of that, I can remove this part. And if I want to use this, and his gender, for example, is gender. Okay, if I run this code, you'll see that the console show male in this path. And I could, if I want to change it, for example, I can direct use it format over here, and the result will be changed in console as well. So I provide a default value to my function by using these symbols. We call this function, this parameter, as optional parameter, which means you can change it as will, and it's not necessary at all. I think that's enough for now. If you like my videos, please consider leaving a like or even subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Happy coding.